All right, going back to the San Francisco pier shooting in sanctuary cities, the death of Kate Steinle at the hands of the 5 times deported illegal immigrant Francisco Sanchez. Nancy Pelosi weighed in on this, and of course this is her district up there in San Francisco. And no, even the killing of a woman like Kate Steinle is not changing Pelosi's stance on sanctuary cities. Here's a short clip of her answering the question.
I support the sanctuary. We have this terrible case, and our hearts and prayers go out to the family. But in terms of the question, that if we had passed a comprehensive immigration reform, which is the answer to
I want to hear this.
The questions that you may ask on this subject, we'd be in a better place.
No, it's important because Obama's spokeshole tried to do the same thing.
No.
Both sides are spinning this, but particularly the Democrats by saying if we had passed comprehensive immigration reform, this might not have happened.
It's not spinning, it's lying.
Well, yeah. But I wanted to play that out because I want people to know that. That's where they're coming from.
That is a lie.
The amnesty crowd is coming from that ridiculous angle. Because there was border security money in there, he might not have made it back into the U.S. after he was deported last time.
It's a fake dodge. Here's the truth. She doesn't care that Kate Steinle died. It doesn't matter to her. She's totally married into the religious ideology of believing that illegal immigrants are sacred. And so if Kate Steinle has to die, then that's just collateral damage. What's more important is that illegal aliens get to move about the country freely. That's her religious belief system. And, Kate Steinle just had to die for that belief. And that's the truth. There's nothing to do with any law that they're ever going to pass. The law says that if you're here illegally and you've committed felonies and you're caught, you should be deported. That's why he was deported 6 times or 5 times. That's the law.
Even USA Today wrote an editorial today saying, protecting a hardworking, undocumented immigrant charged with a misdemeanor is one thing, but putting a longtime felon and serial illegal entrant on the street is the opposite of ensuring public safety. They're out of their minds.
I don't think people understand that Nancy Pelosi is a psychopath. She has no conscience. She doesn't have the ability to feel the terrible, terrible tragedy and emotion. She speaks the words. See, people who are sociopathic or psychopathic, they learn to mimic the words of sympathy. Our hearts and prayers go out in this tragic case. And you can tell they just use the same cliches. They don't say anything original. They don't say anything heartfelt. They don't have a truly deep, passionate thought on the matter. They just I don't know who the first person was, because this started a few years ago, who automatically sends out thoughts and prayers. And there are actually no thoughts and there are no prayers. It's just a meaningless, empty, stupid phrase that everyone in public life uses now. I think because it fits on Twitter, people use it. There's no thoughts. There's no prayers. Nancy Pelosi is a sociopath. She's incapable. Her brain is incapable of feeling the pain that the Steinle family is going through.
Well, when you're married to that dopey ideology of sanctuary cities are sacred.
When you run across strange religions and you wonder how people can believe in them, or you run across weird gurus and you wonder why they have followers, this is the same thing. It's inexplicable. But there's something wrong with their brains, and there's nothing we can do about it. Of course, people could stop voting sociopaths into office and vote real people. But that's not happening right now. So this is what we're stuck with. But she's disgusting. She's beneath contempt.
All right, coming up next, we're going to talk to a grass guy. Why? Because yesterday they decided to reduce the potential size of your lawn with more water restrictions. We'll explain what it is, and we'll talk to this founder.